Hey, Joe here on my way to work, and I'm going to answer a question for you today. Today's question is, what's the difference between a $200 gun and a $800 gun, besides the obvious, the price? Folks, the easiest way I can explain this is buy the best first. It's cheaper. I'm not saying you have to spend $800 either for the best, but do not buy the cheapest quality gun that you can find, because in a short period of time, you're basically going to be throwing that gun away or putting it in the safe in the drawer somewhere, never touching it again, and going out and buying something better for several reasons with that. First, it's probably not going to work all the time. At some point in time, it's going to break because they're using cheap quality materials to make that gun. Now, again, what do I mean by that? Look at a decent gun out there, a Glock, an FN, especially FNs. Their barrels are going to be 200 bucks, not the whole gun. I mean, come on, there's something wrong with that gun that you're buying for $200. You look at some of these really less expensive guns out there on the market. You have the High Points, Jimenez and stuff like that. Those are guns that dealers are buying for just over 100 bucks. They take them to a gun show and they sell them for $169 to $229. That's a hell of a profit margin for them. And let's face it, folks, buy them. A lot of people will never even shoot them, and they think they got a great gun that's going to work. Folks, you don't know. You bought the cheapest thing out there. You know, if I'm using a gun for personal protection, I want one that's going to go bang all the time. Not sometimes, not maybe, not I hope it goes bang. Something that's going to go bang every single time. Another thing to look for when you're buying a gun that's going to cost you a little bit more is it's a popular gun and it's a name brand gun. You're going to be able to find parts for it. If something breaks on that gun, anything, you're going to be able to find a gunsmith and parts to be able to fix it, and it's not going to cost you a fortune. When I say stick with popular, it's easier to find things like holsters, sights, accessories, stuff like that for the gun, which is a big thing when you're going to carry this gun as a concealed carry gun. So think about this. Don't go just for price. Do you need to spend $800 on a great gun? Not at all. There are some great budget guns out there. Would I look for more than $200? Most likely. If you're looking for a good budget gun, you can look at some of the Taurus G2Cs, the Ruger LC9Es, or S's if you can still find them. Stuff like that. They're good, inexpensive guns. But even then, you can jump up to, let's say you went with a Glock 42, 43. You're looking $449, somewhere in that price range. For just over 500 bucks, you get a great SIG. So you don't have to spend a lot to get a good gun. But I highly recommend buy a decent one, a good one right off the bat. It's going to save you money in the long run. And again, what do I mean by that? You're going to spend $200 today for a cheap piece of crap. Then in a couple of months, you're going to go spend $500 for something that's actually decent. So there's $700 you invested in guns, where you could have just bought the $500 one right off the bat. So hopefully that answered your question. I know it was a little confusing. I'm driving, and people are driving like morons this morning. But folks, have a great day. If you have any more questions about this, stop in and see us. We get a little bit more detail about it and actually show you the guns and the difference in the quality. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.